All right, well, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to do this interview and to have a look at the garden. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are interested in talking to you about it, so it's obviously getting a bit of public attention.
Yeah.
For the audience that we have out here, if you could just give us a bit of an introduction on who you are and I guess what's led to the point where you're now a boutique garden builder at the 2024 Melbourne International Flower and Garden Show.
Yeah, my business is Smart Landscapes. Started 15 years ago, and we take in the three facets of landscaping: design, we construct, and then we maintain.
You've been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
Why now? Like, is the business at a point where you've just gone, this is something I want to do now? Like, it's an itch that you've had to scratch, or?
Yeah, now's a good time for our business.
Yep.
The business is big enough where it can sustain the expense.
Yep.
Can also, there's a bit of depth in our team, so we can physically build it.
And so if you've got a team or a bunch of people working on different sites, you can still manage to achieve this without impacting the deliverability of your day-to-day projects. Is that fair?
Yeah, so our projects ran half capacity while we were building them.
And you just communicate that.
Up.
Yep.
Our construction team was still working at half capacity.
Yep.
So we're still able to, derive some income.
Yep.
I don't know if it's something. If I was to do this in the early part of my business and not have any income for a period of time, it's probably not something that we could sustain with it.
You're unique in the people that we've spoken to. Every garden that we've looked at today has had a separate design to construction team.
Yeah.
Is that unique for Victoria that you're a design and construct and maintenance business? So are you kind of on an island there, or are you seeing that more and more?
No, I think it was probably more prevalent, say 5 or 6 years ago.
You think designers designs got to a point where they are their own independent business and that you don't have to be tied to a landscape construction business to be successful? Is that?
No, I think probably there's a shift with a lot of guys that purely construction will brand themselves design and construct.
Yep.
Whether they do that in-house or they outsource their design work.
Okay, so they might use an external contractor to deliver what they had in mind, but then they're not actually a staff member of the business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I guess for me, from the onset of starting the business, I wanted to do the three facets, and I like the whole process from we get to design it, then we get to build it, and we love building our own designs rather than, sure, we do like building other designers' work.
And you will build them if they come up.
Yeah, we will build them if we get the opportunity to build other designers' work, we won't say no to that. But we love getting our own designs in the ground, and then even more when they transition into maintenance as well.
The maintenance one's quite a funny one. In South Australia, that most of the contractors aren't actually maintaining their own gardens. It's something that's starting to creep in now. I see value in it from you're almost still building the garden, right, through that maintenance period. Like you're actually growing it in.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Like, is it 3 years before a garden's mature? Is it 5 years? Is it never finished? Like, what do you think on that?
Yeah, good question. I don't know if a garden's ever 100% completed. I would say 18 months to 2 years. Like if we're looking at when a garden's going to be ready to photograph for our portfolio, we're looking at minimum 18. It's got to be 18 months since we finish landscaping it before it's ready to let's
also, if you were entering it into the awards, like the LV awards, you'd wait 18 months to 2 years and get it established.
Yeah, minimum 18 months for a garden that you're going to enter into awards. It's probably more realistically it could be 3-4 years.
And so one of the advantages of you maintaining it is you're keeping it clean for that as well.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the positives. I think the ultimate positive is we're protecting the design intent.
Yep.
Because we're getting to maintain it. That's the most important thing.
And so you've had those three arms from day one? Or was it you designing and constructing and maintaining?
Yeah, good question. When we started as a construct maintenance business, so I started maintenance from the get-go. And then design just kind of organically happened as we've got more experience, as we've worked with more designers. Design just sort of organically happened.
Yep. And so you learn about it, and all of a sudden you've hired for it. And so you have an internal designer now.
Yeah, internal designer, which he actually came from, he's been in the industry a long time, and he came from he came from construction, so he's got a construction background.
That's super handy.
Yeah,
So he's not just drawing these crazy lines on a page that someone then has to go work out how to build. Like, obviously, that still is the reality, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So he's very realistic with what we designed. I'll shout out to him, Justin Mosdale. He played a pretty heavy role in getting this garden into the ground. So,
So this was designed by you and him?
Yeah.
Yep. And I can't go past what we're sitting on here. This is an amazing piece of furniture. So you had this commissioned, or you built it?
So we built this in-house.
Yep.
We CAD drew the concept, and then scaled to size. The internal ribs that you see, they've been CNC cut, based off the drawings we created for it. And then the timbers that are on the outside of it, they're Tassie oak timber, and they've been the process is steam bending, essentially is what the process is called. So we've soaked them in water for a period of time. We've then steamed them for a period of time, and then once they come out of the steamer, they're able to bend wherever you, not wherever you want, within reason.
To this,
They're quite bendy, and then fix off from there, and
How long? So this is a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a fair bit of work.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's an amazing result, and I hope you and your team are very proud of it, and have had a moment to soak it in. I guess it's probably been a bit hectic. It's really only day 2 now off the back of the build.
Yeah.
And the judging and everything else that goes with it. So good luck with the show. I really hope that it brings you the fruits of the labour that you put in. And do you think you'll be back? Is this... you need a break?
Maybe a break, but we'd love to come back. It was, seeing the build come together on site, and then working with like all the other great industry people and the fellow competitors in this competition. It's something that, I really enjoyed it, and the team also got a lot out of it. So
Good experience for them.
Oh, fantastic experience, yeah.
Well, thank you again for letting us be in your garden and highlight this to the world, and all the best.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.